Hi guys, welcome back. Today I've done my first Halloween tutorial for this year and it is a gruesome tribal warrior look. For this look I've used all Mehron products that are available to purchase at Treasure House Makeup and they are amazing. They are like the king and queen. They are the royalty of Halloween. You can use my discount code ABBEY15 to save some dollar on it as well. If you'd like to see how to create this look then please keep watching. Okay, we're starting this with our eyes and brows already done, and I'm then going in with this eye powder palette and we're using the shade Fawn. This one's going to go all the way through the crease, and then we're also taking Cinnamon through the lower part of the crease. So we're going to kind of gradient these two. So Fawn has gone quite high up into the brow, and then Cinnamon is going just through the very edge of that crease and kind of dragging it out. We're next going in with these gorgeous pigments. Ignore the bottle, my dog had that. And these are the metallic powder, and this is in the shade Bronze. Now these work incredible wet, so if you wanted to do a cut crease for this, that would look great. We're then going in with the Precious Gems powder, and this is in the shade Tiger's Eye. I love this. And then we're going straight in to our skin. So like always, the Celebrity Pro HD foundation, my Ride or Die foundation. In this I'm using the shade Medium 3. I find this is a really great fake tan shade, so if you're a fake tanner out there, this is the perfect shade for you, and this coverage is incredible. I talk about this foundation all the time, it's my absolute favourite, but it just blends like a dream and photographs even better. You could of course do this more of a pale look, but I try to keep my Halloween looks more on the tan side just so I don't feel uncomfortable because I like to wear tan. So that's just me though, you could do it either way. So we're just applying it and then blending it in with my beauty blender. Now the foundation's done, I'm going to start highlighting. So I'm using the exact same foundation but in a lighter shade. I'm not exactly sure what shade this is. I think it might be like light 1 or something. It's very, very light, but you can always mix them. So highlighting my usual points and then I'm just blending them in. This doesn't need to be perfect because we're going to make us under eyes look pretty dark anyway, but I still like to just start off with that flawless base. I've also thrown on some lashes and also a red eyeliner in my waterline. So to set this, I'm using the Ben Nye Luxury powder in Buff. If you're more tanned, go for the banana powder. They're incredible and they photograph really well. So to set all the rest of my face and also to bronze, I'm going in with the Pro HD Celebrity powder. These are incredible. So I have them in quite a few different shades. The one that I'm using here is the medium 4, and I'm going to use this to set the rest of my face, and then I go in between that and a darker one to bronze. And I use a really big fluffy brush for this because I'm not really contouring, I'm more just warming up my skin. So just blending it over, but it also really sets your foundation amazing, and you get added coverage too with this, which is great. Going back into that cinnamon shade, and I'm going to blend this along my lower lashes. I'm going to try and blend it in with the red eyeliner we put on previously, just to kind of drag it down so you get more of like a zombie dead kind of effect. And you want to be really messy with this, don't try and be too neat, just kind of pull it out and just blend it through, and you can take this as low as you want as well under your bottom lashes. We're then going in with the same palette, and it's the black onyx shade we're using now, and I'm just simply applying this under my bottom lashes just to define them a little bit more. We're now going in to do all of our stripes and lines, and I'm using the Mehron liquid makeup in the black colour. This, look how amazing that is. You literally use it straight from the product. You don't need to mix it with anything. It's so quick and easy. And I'm just doing a few lines. Now you will see throughout the video I kind of add them as I go. This is just because I kind of just let the inspiration take me. So you do whatever kind of lines you like. If you want them in different places, then just put them wherever you want. We're now mixing the bronze pigment with the black paint as well, and I'm just dotting this in little areas. So I put one underneath that line, and then I also do two larger ones on my forehead. We're adding a bit of glitter now because of course we have to, and this is the Rose Shimmer Glitter from Glitter Queens, and I'm just applying this under my bottom lashes, and I kind of just bring it out, so I don't go too heavy with it. I kind of just make it look a little bit more red and sore under there, but also adding a little bit of glam, which I love. We're then going in with these gorgeous sequins from Mehron, and these are from the Treasure House, and I just apply a tiny little bit of lash glue and then start to apply them. So I dot the lash glue on with the end of the brush, and then I attach the sequins to it. So I kind of just played around with these and put them wherever. I didn't make them symmetrical because I think sometimes if you try and make it symmetrical it looks weird if it's not perfect. So I kind of just put them wherever I fancied. We're then just adding a tiny little bit more glitter, and I'm going in with the silver on this one, same from Glitter Queens in the shade Jewel, and I'm just kind of lightly pressing this just to break up that pinkiness. You could go for gold for this as well, that'd look really nice too. Okay, it's time for the wounds. So I'm going in with liquid latex and some cotton wool. Now I actually prefer to use cotton wool than tissue because I just find it looks a lot more realistic and it's much easier and quicker to use. So I start off applying the liquid latex wherever I want it, and you can kind of put these wounds wherever you want. I just decided to do 2 triangles at the side of my temples, and I use the inner part of the cotton wool and pull it out in little bits and then stick it down. So you pull off the little bits, stick it down, and then go back over it again with latex. And you kind of repeat this process until you're happy with how it looks. So I've put some down, we're now adding more liquid latex, and I'm working in little bits as well. You don't want to do the full shape in latex first because it's going to dry pretty quick. So as you can see, I've just built it up and you just keep adding it. And what I love about the cotton wool, you can pick at it like I am here, and it comes off like gross stretchy bits of skin, so you can paint them a lot better, and I just think it looks more realistic rather than using tissue and pulling holes in it. I think this looks more burnt and gross. So we're going in with some rigid collodion. I love this stuff, it's so easy, and all you need to do with this is you simply paint it on wherever you want it and then you let it dry. And you want to repeat this process for a good 5 to 10 layers. So I've just sped this up a little bit because I do apply quite a lot, and I'm just doing 2 scars, so 1 on each side. They're not symmetrical, I've just kind of done a little shape. And what rigid collodion does is it actually shrinks the skin, so it literally looks like a scar. So as you'll see as this dries on, the kind of centre part of where I'm applying it shrinks in like a real cut or scar would. So these are really great if you're wanting a quick Halloween look. Just throw on some of this and it'll look realistic. And to be honest, as you can see, it's dinting in my skin. You don't actually need to paint it either if you don't want to. I do, but I only paint it lightly just with a little bit of red. But you could absolutely just powder it and leave it as it is, and it looks kind of like an old scar. So for colours, I'm going in with the Mehron Bruise Wheel, and I'm also going to mix that in with the Ben Nye Bruise Wheel as well, same name. And I'm kind of just mixing these 2 colours together. We're starting off using the darkest shades, so the darkest reds in the palette, and I'm basically filling in any of the deepest cuts, the deepest part of the wound. This is going to create a lot of dimension. It looks pretty crazy at the minute, but once all the red goes on and everything, it really fills in. So once I've done that, I then go above on the highest points with a lighter red. So this is kind of the more fleshy part, and I kind of just buff that over, but still really messily. And then we go in with the blood. Now this is my favourite blood ever. Look how thick that is. It is incredible. This is the Mehron Coagulated Blood Gel. Sorry if you just heard my dog shaking there. And this stuff is amazing because it's really dark, and what it does, it actually stays like blood, so it's really jelly-y. It's not the runny kind, it's like the gross blood, like blood clots basically. So it's really quite lovely. Gross, not. Now I do go in with 3 different kinds of blood for this look, and I'm just kind of working this around. So this blood is going in the deepest parts, and then the stage blood, this is the runny blood, this is going to come out of those deep parts. So I use this in the areas of where the deepest wound bits are, where the congealed blood is, and then it's going to kind of drip out of that because obviously that blood would fill up and it would run. So I just tilt my head to make this run. The stage blood is really good because it continues to run, it doesn't dry. So if you're going on a night out or to a party or anything, this is really great because it's going to move throughout the night, which I love. I also like to always put a little bit just going into my eyebrow because you get a cool little run like that, and it'll kind of follow the natural shape of your face. So we're then going in with the Squirt Blood. Now this is in the dark shade. If you can get dark blood, go for dark blood because it looks more realistic. And this is what I'm going to take around my hair. So I'm going to kind of, instead of putting latex right up to my hair, I just fill in that gap with blood just because you don't want to be pulling latex out of your hair. It's not the best, okay? So I kind of just smear it around and just add extra depth and dimension with this one. I also do a little droplet of blood with the dark one coming from my eye as well, just so it looks like I'm crying blood. Now this stuff is so cool. This is blood splatter, and honestly this is going to make your Halloween life so much easier. You literally just squirt. And it looks pretty realistic. So these are really great, you know, if you're doing like a gunshot wound or something like that, this is going to work amazingly. But I just figured that it'd just add to this look. So it's horrible squirting that stuff on your face. So I just squirt that wherever I want it. I just put, I think it was 3 on one side and then 1 on the other, just so it's not, again, really symmetrical, because let's be honest, if you're cut up or whatever, it's not going to be symmetrical. So to finish this look off, I've gone in with a nude lip and this gorgeous lip cream by Mehron. This is in the shade Cherry Wood, and I just put that on the centre of my lip, and that is our look complete. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up, and also of course subscribe to my channel and share this with your friends. Have a good Halloween, guys. Bye.